Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Neidinger, and I'm going to be your dungeon master tonight for this hard R-rated campaign in my homebrew world of Pernault. Before we go any further, though, I am going to kick things off in alphabetical order with the rest of the PCs. I'm going to start with you, Casey.
Hi, everybody. My name's Casey Boyd, and I'm playing Byron Bancroft, your silver-tongued bard.
Hello, everyone. My name is my name is Soar. I get to play the invisible person today because no one can see my camera. I am the Alfolk sorcerer named Soar.
And gals and everyone else, I am Emily. I'm playing Clem Hawthorne, your local warlock.
I'm Lisa. I'll be playing Nyx, the reborn cleric.
I'm Rob. I'm playing your angry, holy, and righteous orc paladin.
Nice.
Emphasis on the angry.
As always, we are playing D&D 5e with a few homebrew rules thrown into the mix. We are also using D&D Beyond, so if you scroll over the left side of your screen, you're going to see some neat stuff like our hit points. Lastly, the board in the middle is Tailspire. It is a really cool program, a good way to play D&D with your buddies if you can't be in the same room. We're not affiliated with them, but they're the best thing going, and you should go buy all their stuff. Anybody have any questions before we go into a recap? I'll take your silence as a no. Okay, so last week, the gang kills almost everyone in the high Bosk House. There are 2 people left living, one of which Soar convinced a drug addict to murder. Yes, you totally did. There's also a second one that Casper is holding lovingly in his arms like a newborn babe, protecting him from all of the murder hobos and the rest of the group. Let's see. You guys found a map to the Pushwick mines, as well as a cool ass gun/hand crossbow. Let's see, there was a room full of zombies in the basement, a few bags of Varas blood, but mostly you guys split the party, frustrating Casper by looting the room and letting him get hit with stuff. So that's kind of that's your 30 seconds recap there. Last week, we gave inspiration to K. Neidinger for being the first non-prime sub, because that's a thing that we can do now. So since we're talking about that, we would like to thank everyone who subscribed last stream. You guys are awesome, and you'll continue to be awesome forever. So just for anybody who's never listened before, we give out inspiration every week, which will allow the person who got it, this time K. Neidinger, to either give me advantage or disadvantage on any roll. They can also give the PCs advantage on any roll that they may have rolled not so well on. Does anybody have any more questions before we kick things off? No? All right. So, the 5 of you are still in the high Bosk House. As I said, Casper has a half-elf unconscious in his protective arms. What do you guys want to do?
Nyx, were you wanting to look at this lab and kind of get an idea of what this necromancy is? I can kind of explain to you what they were doing. From what I could tell, based on the drugs that we had assembled, it seems that they're applying the Varast blood into the zombies somehow to make them more conscious, or at least more receptive to normal speak. The one that seemed to, correlate and seemed to be the most awake also had the Varast blood that was drained the most and most opaque. So it ended up looking like, I don't know, it seemed to be more alive, or at least more cognitive. But before I stuck my rapier through its head because it said it was in pain.
Huh? Wait, it was still moving when you were down here?
Oh yes, I felt best to dispose of them before Casper came and mutilated the bodies. I just assumed that my simple rapier stick would allow for you to get the most information out of them versus them being bludgeoned to death with a maul.
I don't believe you in the slightest. But she kind of like crinkles her nose, like not fully buying this excuse. What are you rolling? Who's rolling? How dare you?
If you're rolling things, you gotta let me know because I can't see it because I have too many windows open.
She doesn't fully believe that this is the accurate excuse for it, and you can tell that she's a little bit disappointed at having just the remains of the bodies left around. We did end last session with her doing a general investigation, and I don't believe that I learned anything
Nope, nothing
substantial from that.
Nope, nothing super crazy new.
Okay. So with what we have, I mean, we could just head straight back to Uli and let him know what we found, but can we try to find some way to identify the bodies that are here, the people who were turned into zombies, and if they have any sort of, any kind of identifiers?
Sure. You searched all their bodies, or not you, but I believe it was Byron searched all the bodies. There was nothing to really identify these people.
Are they the same
however,
in a way? Sorry.
Give me another medicine check.
Sir. I think I've been listening to too much true crime because all of my mind is just like they were all like tall white men, and it's like this theme of who they're going after.
So what'd you get?
19.
So you're going through these bodies, and after you saw the two gentlemen from upstairs, you would imagine that all of these people are drug addicts. The way that they're very thin. You've done enough work with bodies to know how someone who does drugs frequently looks. They're missing some teeth. They've got sunken cheeks. Even though they're zombies, like you can pick up on some of this stuff.
And would I have noticed that from the guys that we saw earlier? They had the same kind of look.
Yeah, that's what would have triggered this. You're like, oh shit, I saw this upstairs. Some of the same things in these creatures here.
Gee, I sure wish we hadn't let those guys run out. But that's okay. Maybe we try to find a way to track down some like dealers and see if we can figure out where these guys might have been coming from, or if they had someone in common. I'm kind of thinking more like in the future. Oops.
Well, we do have the individual that Casper brought back that we could interrogate.
Interrogate.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I mean, ask questions, maybe not let you guys do what you did last time where you lock somebody dangerous in the cage that can strangle them to death. That seems like a bad idea, but maybe we just ask questions in a general helpful way where they can't die.
To be fair, it was for their own good. Maybe not for one of their goods, but the other two goods, yes. So really, we're in a positive, good section, so therefore we technically did not mess up.
I would also argue that we did not mess up, Sor. Nick's kind of whirls on him, was just like, that was a bad call putting the two of them together, and now we're down even more. We gotta get this last guy down more subjects, down more people who have some idea of what's going on. We can report back to Uli with the information that we have, and we can try to track down who the dealers are, what this common link might be of how these people got kidnapped. But other than just knowing that we have a random group of bandits that came out here and started stealing away addicts, I don't know that we have another way of tracking down who's ultimately behind this.
Fair enough. So we do have a lot of Varas blood. That is a lot of drugs. Kind of a couple of different things that we could do with it. I have a feeling that Casper's going to want to probably turn that over to either his guild or the Bronze Mall. I would assume the Bronze Mall, but I feel like this is a conversation we should probably all have as a group and decide what we're going to do as far as our next movements. I do know that we need to potentially move out towards the meadery. I think we had some things that we needed to do out there as well.
Yes, the meadery, of course. I agree.
What do we want to do?
Okay, let's go up and talk with everybody first and have a conversation.
Oh, are we not all together?
Well, no,
Yeah.
Casper's up
No.
on the main floor, so
What is Clem doing? Where did Casper see where Clem went to?
I was up looting in that original room that Byron and I were in, and had just finished as we
Well,
wrapped
hold your
up
horses,
the
other
last-
group, because this is happening while you guys are talking.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll
Guys,
keep myself
we
down
have-
to the lower level.
We have a quick camera cut, and you see Casper and Clem talking.
Casper is he's carrying the body, giving it a
Clem would meet up with him after
Go
she's
ahead.
done looting her stuff.
And
They're all come
calling
back.
out. His voice echoes through the stone corridors. Hey, Clem.
Yeah. Check out these stone dragons I found, and some steel to bring back to the forge.
Wow, good for you. Are they worth a lot of money?
I have no idea. I'm not a stonemason.
Blacksmith. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So
As if you
so
could tell from like the 10 swords that are poking out from, from being strapped to her
No, I
back.
dropped the swords off, I think.
Yes,
I couldn't
you
carry
100% did.
I dumped them.
Are these goobers in the cell? Are they gone?
Yeah, they ran away.
Okay.
Here, sorry, let me
Screw
delete
them.
them.
I hated them.
Literally murderers.
It is so tempting to do another check for that. No, CJ, what? The chest. Okay.
So how are you from our fight? Are you okay? I'm sorry I put you up against the door. That was
Yeah. Thanks for that.
I had
I mean-
a plan that fell apart once they saw us through the windows. So
Oh, you don't think? I'm fine. I mean, I wish I could offer you some help. You don't look so hot yourself.
I'm fine.
So,
Did
what's the
you-
plan with this guy?
Oh, this guy. I don't know.
You look down, and he looks directly at you, and he's like, "Who? Oh my God! Ah! Oh,
I don't know. We need to get information.
Are you cradling him like a baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Of course he is.
we need to get information out of him. So, I think at least Byron is pretty good at that. So, I'll probably have to stay in the same room so that he doesn't end up dying like the
Dying?
one, but
Why am I dying?
you're not.
I.
Hush.
Wait, stop. Wait. Could you support my butt just a little bit more?
Yeah,
I'm starting to
sorry.
slip. Thank you.
Such a great paladin.
So yeah. Anyway, there were zombies downstairs. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Byron and I were down there earlier. I found some stuffed animals full of Varas blood. There's definitely some down there as well.
That
I think
stuff that
that's where
makes you
the
go
others are.
crazy?
Yeah. You know that like red gem-like stuff. Still got a couple of them on me if you want some, but
No.
it doesn't really seem you're seeing.
But we found more. We found
yeah.
some. What the first ones we found was where the lady was flayed alive, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now we found some here.
Listen, this stuff's
Correct.
gotten really popular lately. It is all over the place.
At every crime scene we've been to, yeah. That's weird.
We
So
interrupt
here's the
bonding
thing.
time and get the party back together.
Hi, Byron. Yeah,
No, we're having so much fun
Clop, clop, clop,
bonding.
clop, clop, and you hear the...
Who's
So here's
who's
the thing.
Byron?
Weren't we supposed to come here to like figure out something to do with missing people?
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out...
We are doing a real great job, y'all.
Yep.
I mean,
So great.
we kind of are.
We did it. I mean,
Yeah.
The
I
people
mean,
from
well-
the cell are missing.
So, just wanted to confirm, we did dispose of the undead. I thought you would appreciate knowing that, Casper.
thank you.
We just returned from that. Have you gotten anything out of this gentleman?
No, I haven't tried yet. I thought you'd want to take first crack at it.
Hi.
I'm not saying nothing, coppers.
Okay, so first off, I'm probably the furthest thing from a police officer. I think the
Oh.
others would back me up in that regard. The second thing is that, you know, we're just here for information. So this is going to be a little bit of a back and forth where we're going to ask you nicely for some information. You can provide us that information. You know, we don't want to talk about the other options if we don't get what we need. So let's just kind of move forward in that manner. We're looking for some reasoning as to why all of the people in the area have been getting kidnapped. So far, we've been testing a theory that you guys are drugging them to see the effects. But you tell us.
In detail, please.
Do you
And
wanna
Nyx
hold
is
him
kind
for
of
this?
crouched down, holding her Necronomicon open in front of her, very eagerly waiting to take notes.
He. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you want to hold him for this, Byron, or should I?
Oh no, I think that this is the proper amount of leverage that we need is for you to be wrapped around him.
We could
He,
always put him back in a cage.
I mean, I think we all envy his position right now. So let's have this conversation.
He looks real suspicious at all of you. And he says, "Why should I tell you anything? You've killed everyone here unprovoked. This girl over here, she attacked a door for at least 12 seconds.
So
That door was asking.
That's
for
it. You know what? I vote we go with torture.
here's where we're at with this thing. You
Clem,
you've heard?
We've only been talking to him for 5 seconds. He's kind of holds up a pen. Just maybe we give him an attempt to answer before going straight into the torture.
So you've heard the voiced words of my party. I mean, they're really okay with gray lines. The whole idea of torture really seems like it could be a very excruciating, unwanted thing on your part. I can't imagine anyone would want to volunteer for that thing. And if you're not answering those questions, then I feel like I can't stop them from doing that. And that sounds horrible. I don't want you to have to experience that. Do you think maybe you could explain to us why there are undead zombies in the basement? People go missing in this area. Do you understand why? Like, it's not so much unprovoked as we knocked on your door and you guys immediately locked up and started screaming about how you needed to run out the back. That seems suspicious. We were hired here by the city guard to come investigate. And so, we're just looking for answers. Can you help us out?
I know my rights. You just told me you weren't a cop, and now you're saying you are a cop. That feels like entrapment to me.
Nope. Again, listen to my words.
No.
I was hired by the Bronze Mall. I'm the furthest thing from a cop. Sometimes they hire the bad guys to do it. It's kind of like informant type work. You're really not smart enough to understand this, so
Right.
just answer the questions and then we're fine.
While I'm holding him, can I just go pop on the head when he?
Sure.
It's like no. Hey,
You bop him in the head, and he's like, "Oh, come on, man! Like, here's
Listen.
what I'll tell you.
listen to him.
I don't know what they were doing here, but whatever they were doing here, it was for the order.
Which order?
Go on.
The Order of the Reborn Knight. And that is all you will get from me, because I am a good soldier. And he just starts saying, my name is Belkos Leaf Sprout. My name is Belkos Leaf Sprout. And he just keeps going in, the equivalent of name, rank, and serial number.
Okay. Byron writes that down, commits his voice to memory.
Uh-oh.
Turns into him in front of him and just says, I am Belkos Leaf Sprout, name and rank, and starts talking and tries to start repeating him and says, okay, I think I got this. I think I can be seen going into the Bronze Mall, working cooperatively with them. I think this is a pretty good disguise now, right?
And you hear a voice from the heavens say, why do I give you things? and Belkos Leaf Sprout looks terrified that there's someone who looks like him in front of him. And he starts struggling against the... he's not going to win. You're fucking Gigantor. No, he's struggling to get away. And he is now just... you can clearly see you're not going to get much out of him this way.
Okay.
Well, maybe not this way.
I guess
we've got other ways to get information out.
Maybe we just maybe we infect him with the Varas blood and drug him out like super hardcore and make his life awful. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I'm not real good at the torture thing. That's your guys' department.
Wait, really? I thought you were Torture City.
You're
No.
kidding me, right?
I take
He's Pleasure
things.
City.
Yeah.
True.
Soar's right. I'm on the other end of this.
Well, maybe that's its own
Okay.
way of getting information out of him. She kind of chews at the tip of her pen and just goes, but as far as the Order of the Reborn Knight, have any of you even heard of that before?
History.
Any of us ever heard of this before?
You can all roll a history check.
16.
I'm gonna roll 2. Nope,
6.
that's that one.
6.
Got him.
16's the highest?
Big
Yep.
ol'
Yeah.
no.
Nope. None of you have ever heard of it before.
What?
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to intimidate him. I'm going to say him. He's held in my arms. I'm going to lean forward and whisper in his ear, my big orc fangs right next to his tiny little ear, and say, this man here can take your whole identity. He can take everything that you are and ruin it. Everything that you've been working for your entire life. He can destroy in an hour.
I am Belko
You
Fleece
should
Sprout.
work.
Name and rank.
You should listen.
So, you getting close. Go ahead and roll your intimidation.
I assume Casper is the one doing that.
Yeah, 14.
Okay, so you get in close, and as you do, he tries to bite your nose. He's like, "Arr!" But he didn't roll very well, so he misses. But he looks at you and he's like, I'm not telling you anything else. You got what you wanted. Either fucking kill me or let me alone. But I know that I will be reborn.
I don't feel like we got anything of what we wanted.
Oh,
Death
no.
by fire?
See, there's the problem. See, she's not actually alive. She's dead. And if you want to be reborn, we have a necromancer here. I mean, we can just completely pervert your entire undead body and keep you in anguish for eternity, technically. I mean, that sounds awful, in my opinion. I don't know.
Why not just make him into another mindless zombie that someone's gonna kill eventually?
I was gonna say, yeah, we could just inject the Varas blood in him and see how, essentially, to create a zombie. And
Well-
then, if we create one, we know how they're doing it.
The other idea is
But-
if he's going to come after us again by being reborn, we just cut off his feet. Have you ever seen a zombie walk without feet? They're easy to get away from.
He yells at you. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm real strong. I can do handstands. I'll chase you that way.
Oh, all right, cut off his feet and his hands.
I changed my mind. I need my hands. I will ever play viola.
Casper, this entire time, after he tried to bite Casper, Casper is just like holding him and like regarding his ear that's right next to his face, just like, I could bite that and rip it off in like 1 second.
Oh, and it would be so tasty too.
It would be so
Oh, this is how it turns into a.
See a zombie?
This is how it turns into a half elf eating podcast. That's gross.
We're
Well,
the Cannibal Club.
I really don't have any more patience for this. I mean, I think you guys can do whatever you want with him. My personal opinion is that we should just bring him back to the Bronze Mall, let them interrogate him. I mean, Casper, you seem strong enough to be able to manhandle him around.
Yep, I agree. We should at least arrest him. Later, if we want to abuse him more, then I guess we could.
Fine by me.
Before we leave this area, can I ask the group to be patient with me for 1 second and cast Detect Magic and just kind of give the place a once-over to see if we maybe missed anything?
I'm going to do the same thing, but with Detect Divine Sense to detect undead.
you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing, except I'm gonna use perception.
Okay, so go ahead.
I also have divine sense. Let's just do an extra divine sense on top of it, just to really make sure that we're getting all of that.
Let's just
How long does them doing this take, Justin? Because I'll just work on training Lilo if this is going to take forever. Since it sounds like it's going to.
So it's gonna take what, 10 minutes to do all this stuff?
I can fit in a quick training session in 10 minutes.
So you guys are all doing all kinds of like, Casper's in like eagle pose, and Byron is making it rain. Nyx, I don't know what you're like. You got like a candle and you're just like waving it around. And Clem is over there and she's got a bag of treats and she's just got Lilo sitting. She's like, good dog.
No, she knows the basics already. She belonged to someone. I'm doing this ridiculous magic detection training that you gave me an in for.
You could combine that
You're
with what
gonna
Byron's
have-
doing right now.
All right.
Detect magic with Byron.
So while this is happening, Belko's leaf sprout is like, if you let me down, I can do it too.
Oh, that's a big bop. That's a big bop. Just bonk.
And his head slips forward. He's not dead, but he's knocked unconscious.
Yeah, at this point, might as well knock him out.
That's not good
It-
for him.
it
That's
is.
really not good.
Yeah, he's now got concussion syndrome. It's been too long. I don't remember what everybody's doing. Byron, you're detecting magic.
Yep.
Everybody else is
we're all looking for things.
divine. All right. Magic. You are seeing it from the bags of the Varas blood that you have.
Right.
And that's all that you're really.
Okay, so
Seeing a-
just combing over, we didn't miss anything then.
Not even my
Okay.
fancy stone dragons.
Nope.
So
Too bad.
Byron,
The dragon looks at you and it's like, it's our secret. No. That's just the drugs in your pocket or in your cod piece or wherever you put it.
how heavy is the crate full of stuffed animals that's full of Varas blood?
I think I have those.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You have the animals, but the crate itself, we'll say is like 20 or 30 pounds. It's not super heavy.
But is it still full, or is Clem just holding one or two?
I thought Clem took all of the
Yeah,
stuff.
there were only
Okay.
6 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, great. Okay, perfect. I was just worried about trying to carry off a crate of stuff. So
No, yeah. You're right. There are only 5 of them. I did my inventory.
okay. So outside of that,
You guys are. Where are you going? You gotta let me know what you're doing.
Well,
I
so
think
we
we gotta go and drop this guy off before we do anything else.
didn't. Just to be
Men.
clear, we didn't detect any more undead in the building with our divine sense.
No, you did not.
Okay.
Nope. There was no other undead.
Clem is just gonna sniff and turn up her nose and be like, well, at least one of us was productive with the time we just spent sitting here.
Oh my god.
Were you,
Lilo-
what did you teach your dog?
Lilo is peeing in a corner as Casper says this.
No, how dare you?
Lilo's taking a short rest.
She is a golden angel.
Um,
right.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
I think we head back to the Bronze Mall and drop off the prisoner. Thoughts?
You can just update them
Agreed.
on what we found at the very least.
Can we
Okay.
when we're leaving, at least Casper's gonna try and look around and see if there are any like locals that are interested in what's been happening. I imagine what we did made a little bit of noise, so
Sure. You walk out the front door, and you just ran. 5 minutes ago, you ran across over to that copse of trees, and you would imagine it would take a pretty loud fight to bring in any locals. The houses are pretty scattered. You wouldn't think that anybody heard what was happening here.
Okay.
if we wanted to be really thorough, we could talk to one of the neighbors and see if they've seen anything. But we don't have to do that.
I would doubt they have, because anytime somebody approaches, they just lock up.
Well, we did talk to some of the locals that were drugged out and apparently murdered one of the other people that we held hostage.
Yeah, I don't think that we're going to get any information out of them. They're just going to tell us, oh yeah, that guy's Belkos Leaf Sprout, and he's of the Order of the Reborn Knight. We're going to go, thank you very much.
I'm
That sounds
curious
about right.
who owned this place before it was taken over by bandits, though.
You could ask that.
I thought we knew that.
We
Yeah,
knew
that was the
like
it was the High
living
Bosk
place.
House. High Bosk
Yes.
House.
Well, yeah,
But-
I mean that was the name.
Oh, is that not the
Oh, we did-
family that owned it?
Well, so if you remember when you came in, you can see that this building has been built in multiple different types. So there is there's some, I want to say, I think it was like half elf. There's 2 different types of dwarven architecture that was on here. So I don't know that you would know the High Bosk House unless you want to give me a roll, like a history check. If that's who owned it, or if that's just the name of the
Well,
place.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's been owned by bandits forever.
Do
So
you
they had
want
to
me
take it from
to
somebody.
try to peel off from the group and maybe approach one of the houses independently? And
I mean, it couldn't hurt. That would be thorough. We don't have to. Don't be mad if we don't.
I mean, I can take a stab at it. As Byron kind of holds back and is walking, he changes his clothes into more simple, kind of like brown ruddy leathers and kind of like a street stained cloak that looks like more farmer-esque. And he'll go up and just knock on any one of the doors that he still sees like candlelight on.
Sure. It is a it's just a regular 1-story. I mean, if you want to be pretentious, it's a ranch, but it's more of a hovel. So this has like a wooden fence around it. You see a single cow. As you get closer, it looks at you and just like, meh. But as you come to the door, you knock, and after a minute or two, you hear, I'm coming, and you just hear the shuffling of feet as the door opens up, and you see a slender old man. Think of Scrooge from Christmas Carol or whatever it was. Christmas, yeah. Like very thin. He's wearing a striped like pajama dress thing and the hat, and he's got a little candle, and he's like, what do you want at my door?
Oh, it's kind of an interesting thing. I've been coming around. I'm seeking information for coin. If I gave you, judging by this, what do you think? You usually pull in maybe 10 to 15 silver a week or so?
And he's looking around, and he's like, this is the weirdest Squirrel Scout selling ever. I don't know. Where'd you got the cookies at?
Oh, no, I don't actually wish for you to purchase me, anything from me. I want to give you money for information.
He's looking behind you. He's like, where you keep the minfins? I love them little things.
Byron will pull out 2 gold in front.
His
and
eyes lock on it. And he's like, dry washing his hands, like just rubbing his hands together, and he's like licking his lips. He's like,
Can you tell me who owns the High Bosk House right now?
High Bosk House, because it's been abandoned for a while.
Okay. Who was the last purveyor?
He thinks about it for a second, kind of rubbing his eye, getting the sleep out of his eye, and he says, "It was from the big city. Was Prowler owned the High Bosk House.
Fair enough.
It was they were the last ones. They put on the half elf stuff on the top. That was them. It was, I mean, it was pretty amazing. They brought in cranes and some of them big suits of metal that they walk around with. It was crazy.
Have you seen people disappearing as of late? Like, it seems like, some of the houses seem to be abandoned lately.
He looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, they stole one of the drug addict hands from 3 farms over. I think his name was Stilton something. Stilton McCheese, maybe."
Okay. Is there anything else that you think might be relevant and worthy of my time?
You say that, and the same list of prompts come up again, letting you know that you've asked all the questions that you can ask, but they're all, instead of being bright, they're like dulled out. You've clearly used up this NPC for all he's worth.
Byron hands over the coin, says, "Hey, I just wanted to appreciate your time. Thank you for helping an old stranger out."
Thank you. Anytime.
Hey, anytime. All right. And he'll run catch back up with the group and kind of share the information that he has.
As you're running away, you hear him say, "Fucking sucker! I told him that for free." And he closed his door and walks away.
I avoided a roll.
By the power of gold, you've won.
Yeah.
This is now a pay-to-play game.
All right,
Mhm.
cool. Guys, there's a paywall.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, with our prisoner, Casper, do you just have him like over your shoulder and you're just hauling him away?
I mean, yeah. I would have asked if anybody's good at tying rope, then that might.
As you guys left the High Bosk House, there is there's a little cart that has no monetary value. You cannot sell anywhere, but you could use it to carry him back to where you're at so that you don't have to hold him the entire way. Once again, 0 monetary value. It's made of hopes and dreams.
Cute dog be harnessed up to pull it.
Can 100%.
Oh my gosh, that's
Nice.
adorable.
I mean, guys.
Byron looks and says,
Ow!
"Oh, if he's
lucky we don't have a druid in this party.
if he was heavy for you, I could have conjured the that floating disc that we had.
No, I'm fine. But I mean, we can put the cart in between all of us so that he definitely can't run away.
Sure. And as far as using rope, I'm actually quite practiced at it. Yeah,
I am too, but
different
for
positions. Just let me know
other
what you're looking for.
I have manacles, so I'm just gonna.
You too, actually.
Yeah, before we get into
Yeah.
a Byron rope teaching lesson, we'll go ahead and just slap
I
those on him.
Love that though. Says Emily, not Clem. Clem would not love that.
He as you guys are tying him up, he leans in and he goes, "My safe word is nectarine."
Okay.
Byron
All right,
says,
we throw him in the cart.
we don't need it.
Nectarine.
She goes, "I don't think you understand what's happening here."
No, it hurt.
Yeah, it does that.
I don't like it. That's why I said nectarine.
Oh, we
Do you
don't
want to
care.
tell us something
Oh.
else about the Order of the Reborn Knight? I mean, maybe we can make it hurt a little bit less if you offer to do that.
He looks at you and he says, "Look, if I tell you, they will send the dragon to eat me."
I'm sorry, what?
Dragon. He's trying to move his arms. He's to flap his arms. He's like big lizard, shoots fire or
We
acid
know
or
what a dragon is.
bites you. Big teeth.
I mean, it seems like a dragon coming seems awfully unlikely. And even if there were, I don't know, maybe some indication of a prophecy of a dragon coming, that ought to be far down the line. Surely you don't have any real concerns about a dragon approaching, do you?
Give me a history check.
So Sora kind of stops in his tracks and he's like, I did not sign up for a dragon. All right, guys, look, you see these feathers? These are flammable, okay? I could catch on fire from a dragon.
You could catch on fire from yourself.
So with a 16,
True.
you would know that dragons aren't that uncommon. But it's not like an everyday occurrence.
So you're worried about a dragon coming to get you, but you're not worried about the 5 big baddies that have you surrounded looking for information?
Have you ever seen a dragon?
Well, no. But I think that we're a bit more of an immediate concern.
They got big
And-
teeth.
Listen, this is a great conversation we're having, but I think we just really need to get going and get this guy at the bronze ball.
Well, we're talking while we're walking, so
Yeah.
Can we,
Let's talk
are
and
we,
walk.
are we
Let's chop,
fast
chop.
traveling to Uli? What's the plan?
Ooly.
So you guys are walking, and you're walking. It wasn't that long of a trip. However, you guys are walking, and all of a sudden, you guys don't know where you're at. It appears that maybe you've gotten a little lost. And hold
Oh,
on,
great. Who is supposed to be navigating? Anyone?
I don't have keen mind on this character. Oh god.
The guy in the cart was like, it was clearly Clem. She was supposed to be navigating.
Oh,
You rat bastard.
I know exactly where we're going.
Where? Can we get a
You,
word picture?
Where are we?
yep, here I come up with some stuff.
You know, Sor, what's happening?
Oh, sorry, you had an answer for something?
Oh yeah, I clearly know which way we're going. It's this way, and I start walking directly forward.
And as you walk forward, you exit the forest proper, and before you is a paved road. This paved road leads up to a bridge with a river coming through it. If anybody wants to give me a nature check, they can.
Yes, please.
14.
12.
11.
16.
I am rolling like crap.
16. All right, everybody rolled, right? Byron, did you want to roll?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so with a 16, Nyx, you know that this isn't the type of vegetation that you would see in this region. This is a more tropical vegetation. The weather even feels a little bit warmer. But before you is a bridge, and across that bridge is a person.
2 things. One, I'm, for whatever reason, not on the map.
You are.
Sure.
No, it sure looks like I am, but
All right, let me
Someone's
delete you.
moving ya.
I'm definitely not.
I was.
No,
Hold on. Unique creatures.
sorry, dude.
Next. Boop. No, this happens like every time we load a map. All right.
Mm.
Can you move yourself now?
Nope.
Hold on.
I'm getting a
Gentles.
crazy, like, I'm getting the waiting for the adventure to begin.
What board are you on?
No, I'm not. It's like not loading any kind of board for me.
You're on.
What's this?
Might have to try and reload it.
So,
Yeah,
or
that's gonna be a
go
lot. I'm just
go
gonna-
to WP Forest Crossing map.
No. It's
Oh, it won't even let you do that.
I'm thinking it's just a glitch because it's
She's in the loading screen right now.
Okay.
yeah.
Nyx walks forward like this.
Runs
until
out ahead of
she
everybody.
Wanders
can-
into the forest and
Triggers
disappears.
the next
until she can see everything on the map. But all right.
Okay.
So as you
Do
guys
we
come,
all see the person?
Forest crossing, let's see. There we
you
go.
do. You cross the top of the bridge and you see it looks like a person, but it's actually a lion. And he is sitting
Oh, what?
at a table, and before him are 2 sets of dice and 2 cups.
Aswin, is that
It's
you?
Is this like a we're not in Kansas anymore moment? Like,
This
did
is
we
Narnia.
walk through a random portal? Like, Nyx is like trying to
Yeah,
search the memory. Like,
Can we have
do
a
I have
vibe
any
check?
gaps in my memory on how I got here? Did I wander into a portal without realizing it?
It was a wardrobe, as clearly referenced by
you.
Clem.
Yes.
So he is standing there, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello, and well met."
Hell, can you maybe tell us where we're at? We were headed towards the Bronze Mall.
Oh, well, you are clearly here, and after you are here, you will be there. But for now, can I offer you a game of chance? He looks directly at Clem.
Why am I
Was
thinking
Emily
he's
not
the
Clem?
What?
Ask him if he's single. What's his deal?
Clem tosses her hair. Sure, I'll play your game.
And he looks at you and he says, "We can play for money, or possibly something more." And he reaches down behind his desk and pulls up a little wooden box, and that box is shaking.
Can I make an
Ooh.
insight check?
What's
Sure.
in the box?
See if this guy's a fucking
It's Clem's wife's head.
hooligan. 16 on my insight check.
What were you trying to see? What he was?
If he's like,
I believe you
He's
said
like,
if he's a
I'm-
hooligan.
yeah, if he's trying to like draw us in to purposefully fuck us over, or if he's like actually like, hey, I just like to play games, can play with.
You're getting a vibe that this guy's probably not the best person, but you don't think he's actively trying to drug you and murder you.
You're also getting the vibe that Clem does not care at all.
You know, that wasn't high on my lists of things I care about. I'm gonna stand, I'm gonna stand behind Clem and just like have my great sword, just like hands on top of my great sword, just standing there, looking very paladin-y. In case he wants to do any funny business,
Byron,
Go for it.
go ahead, sir. I'll talk
I was
after.
gonna say, can I just walk back here and then look what's behind his desk?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I
You-
just want to stand behind him, not like directly behind him, but just like I assume we're making like a half circle.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You come up behind him and you see his lion butt, because he's not wearing pants, because lion people don't wear pants.
Chaps, dude.
You also see that he has a couple different boxes there, but he has one. It's one that he's holding up for Clem.
I'm going. I need to step back and just kind of nonchalantly talk to Nyx in a very low voice where I'm not able to be heard, and just say, the method he used to sidestep the question about where we were headed and where we were going is kind of a classic trick to allow some people to, usually move in behind us. So just kind of keep your eyes out and your wits aware.
Oh, is it a trick you've used before?
When I was younger, not something I need to do now.
Does
She
this guy
will
look...
take that
oh,
word
sorry.
to casually saunter off a little bit farther, as if feigning disinterest in the game.
And Byron will send Athena up back on patrol, kind of up and around, just kind of circling, looking.
Okay.
Did this guy look or sound familiar at all in any way?
He does not.
Okay. Well, I'm in for the something more. What's your game?
As you say that, time stops for everyone but you. And he says, hey, it's me. You remember me?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's your good fucking buddy, Zergaz.
Kind of hard to forget. Is this what you really look like, or are you just putting on a show here?
Oh, come on. I got many faces. I'm like your buddy over there. Next thing you know, I might be some half-elf that you just tied up and threw into the back of a caravan or whatever the hell I
Are
said it was.
you?
No, I'm not. I was kidding.
Had to check.
But anyway, I had to bring you here, and I mean, hello, look at this fucking place. It is amazing. Look at that. See that fish over there? That's a spotted dickfish.
I'm sure you love a spotted dick.
Yes, it's delicious. Wonderful. Get them in England. And
canon is the spotted dickfish canon. What's canon anymore?
spotted dickfish is canon. But he says, anyway, you got this dog here, and it seemed to me like you enjoy to have a pet or a minion or a familiar, something like that. So maybe I'm thinking I'm gonna tell you to roll extra, and fuck it. Here you go. Here's this. This is your familiar, and he opens up the box, and inside it, do you want to tell the people what you see?
I do. Oh no, I don't have the picture saved on here. I don't think. Inside it, I'll have to look through my downloads while I'm describing. Dun dun dun. So
it's music.
inside is an adorable, tiny, not tiny, but like little golden pseudo dragon who is so cute. And I wish I had a picture to reference in the Discord.
It is.
Sure,
It's coming
I'll
there
find
right
it.
now.
Okay.
Hold on.
Does
Great.
it look like?
Do you want to say the name before I put it in here?
Yeah, and do I have to name my familiar, or does it come with a name? No, I'll say what the name is. We'll say Zergax can name it. Her name is Donut the Destroyer, and she is the cutest
Aw.
little gold being
So
you have ever seen.
for all of you who are not in our Discord, I just posted it into our memes channel because I put it in the wrong one. But there is a picture of Donut the Destroyer.
10 out of 10 recommend joining just to see this picture because she is freaking adorable. Cute little
I did not
Horby
realize
face.
that Donut the Destroyer was also going to be canon, but you know, that's okay.
You never know.
That was one that I looked at and I was like, I don't think that Donut the Destroyer is making it into the full game. But that's, you know, surprises. That's okay.
I expected Donut the Destroyer. I did not expect my own dog to make it into the game. That
Honestly,
was what
that's fair.
I'm
I'm
full of fucking surprises. I mean, next thing you know, something else might come up. I don't know. I got nothing right now, but I'm a man of ideas, demon of ideas, whatever.
We told you, but what's her name?
What's her? You just said it was Donut the Destroyer. You just told
I thought
all the
I
people.
thought she came. Okay.
There's at least 40,000 people watching this right now, and they all know that you named it Donut the Destroyer.
So is she mine to keep?
I mean, unless you don't deliver that package I told you to deliver.
Clem's gonna reach out and let her like crawl onto her arm if she will.
Donut the Destroyer daintily walks out onto your hand, sniffs it, and then runs up your shoulder, up your arm, and sits on your shoulder.
Oh my gosh, you are so cute. I mean, you too, Lilo, but you are so cute. I'm just
we
gonna
just
pat
gonna-
her on the head and feed her a little piece of meat.
Are we gonna gloss over Zergaz identifying himself as a demon? Did we know that?
We
no.
don't.
Nope. Because just at that second, time speeds back up. And you guys all see that Clem has a little baby dragon on her arm, on her shoulder.
I'm flammable. I'm flammable.
Is the patron still there, or is he?
The lion person is there, but you see he's like blinking real hard. He's like, he goes, who are you?
As I was saying, we were looking for the Bronze Mall.
Bronze Mall. And he just points behind him, and as he does, he winks at Clem, and yeah, that's what he does.
Clem will just like barely nod back to try and be discreet.
You know, this might
And
be
then
the
go back
worst
to
game
petting
of
her.
dice I've ever seen.
He looks at you and he goes, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, well,
Maybe another time then.
It doesn't seem like there's anyone back here, Byron.
uh,
If this guy is trying to pull the scam that you mentioned, he's not doing a very good job of it.
I don't think
There
this
are
guy.
some amazing plants over here, though, if you want to check those out.
I don't think this guy's with it at all.
Has anyone noticed my new dragon and how cute she is?
Oh,
Look at
oh,
her.
what is that? Oh my goodness, who's your little friend?
Her name is Donut. Isn't she so cute?
She is. She's adorable, actually.
I think
Next,
when
we
I
kind
get
of hold
back,
up a hand to see if Clem, if Donut has any interest in being friends with someone other than Clem. She would let her sniff her hand.
I mean, it's your familiar,
I
you can
call?
say. Yeah.
she would.
Oh, she's
I'm
friendly.
gonna find someone in the party who she doesn't like. I just haven't decided who yet.
Wow. Probably me because I'm
Not
flammable.
me. Yes.
Spoiler alert, it's Clem.
No!
She would kind of
do
like give
that
her a
to
little
me.
stroke on the nose. Is this
She's a little
Where did
cuddly
this-
dragon, so she'll nuzzle in.
Clem? Did this guy just climb out on a rock? Did you just find her?
Did you not see the game we just played?
Huh? No, I was looking at the plants over in the. Oh, I mean, watching out for danger. She looks a little bit sheepish at having acknowledged that she wasn't paying any attention to this group.
In all fairness, I kind of was watching. You guys never played. You walked up to talk to him, and then you had something sitting on your shoulder, and then that was it. You actually never interacted with dice at all.
Huh. Weird. And then Clem just starts walking.
Casper,
Yeah.
why don't you give me some sort of is that a demon check?
Danger. Danger.
I mean, I have an ability that literally lets me tell if it's a demon. Does that count?
Oh yeah, it is going all kinds of off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donut?
No. The lion person.
Oh, what the
Plan.
fuck? Okay. Casper his sword is pressed against the ground, but he hefts it up and gets ready to swing, and he looks very upset now. He says, "That person is an imposter." Oh god, no, I can't say that. That person is a demon.
That person is mad sus.
Super sus.
You see,
That's
he's wearing
awesome.
completely yellow clothes.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
Look at what you've done. Look what you brought upon us.
He's not what he seems.
He sees you with his sword and he's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't understand.
Do you mean a lion? We know he's not a lion.
how sure am I that this guy, like, am I like, this guy's a demon?
Yo,
Like, straight up.
100%.
Okay, I mean, I smack him with my maul. There's nothing else to do. I smack the lion over the head with my maul.
Okay.
Demon.
Bonking everybody tonight.
I know. Sorry.
You go to hit him, and as you do, he disappears.
In what? Like a puff of what? A puff of
In a-
smoke? Or...
And it's like smoke, but it's a face, and it looks at you, says, he goes, "Oh, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, I got you," and then he flies away.
Clem is gonna look at the space where he just was and go, huh, weird, and just start walking again.
Wait,
You just hear Zergzag's life. Zergaz's life.
Can I check out his little desk?
Casper, what was that about?
We saw that it's a devil. It's a demon. You saw it disappear.
What?
Right?
I
Not
mean,
crazy.
disappearing doesn't mean he was a demon.
He definitely disappeared.
Just looks like a lion guy.
Well, he could have very well been a demon, but why would a demon be out here in the middle of nowhere?
Can I make an insight check on Clem? She's a fucking liar. I
Yes.
know it.
Yes.
Wait, what
Clem,
are you insight checking?
Clem, if you would like,
We're sniffing out your lies,
Not
Glenn.
nonchalantness about.
give me a deception roll if you don't want to
Is
be
it just-
known.
Wait, is it deception? Okay.
That's what it would be. Tell me what you rolled.
That would be a 19.
12.
You think she's on the up and up. You don't understand why this demon was talking to her.
I'm so great.
I'm gonna take Clem's shoulder and I'm gonna be like, Clem, listen, you need to be careful. There are people who want to take advantage of you. And
I'm right here.
Donut the Destroyer is on my shoulder and is going to try and bite Casper's hand.
Oh, we found the
Oh,
person
there we
out
go.
of the light.
That's the second time someone's tried to bite me tonight. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm biting Donut back.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Clem is pulling out her dagger. If you
Roll.
try to bite her,
Bite her in half. Are you kidding?
Roll for attack. It's going to be a melee attack.
can I react on Donut's behalf?
I'm biting
Sure.
the shit.
Oh,
I
I,
mean-
gotta pull up the
Fucking
pseudo dragon
dragon.
stat block too, actually.
Technically,
Do you want-
technically,
to roll
you
for
bit
her to
first, so it wouldn't be a reaction.
Do I have to roll for her to bite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would let's see here. Bite with +4 to hit.
Mm-hmm. That would be a 6 if it rolled correctly.
I rolled the 12 to bite Donut.
Oh, so it snaps at you, and then you snap at it, and neither of you really connect. Has an AC of 13.
That's probably.
It's like we're like two like small dogs just
Yeah.
towards each other.
You were trying to
Snarling
establish
at each other.
dominance.
Against this teeny tiny dragon named
Oh, yeah.
Donut.
Oh, this isn't over.
You're like a
Yep.
big man.
I do.
So, Nix, you found 37 chocolate coins.
Excellent.
So they look like gold, but it's the ones you can peel off, and it's actually chocolate.
All right.
You said you were searching behind the desk.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could find any dice back there. If I could find.
Yeah, there are two sets of dice. And it is hold on.
Sorry, I'm just testing.
Yay, dice.
Is this dragon?
So-
bones?
Yep, there are 8 dice and 2 little leather cups. And they both have X's on them.
I assume is that okay? Okay.
I
I'll
think
pull
you
those out
know
and I'll be
what
like,
kind of X.
do I recognize the X? Is it a like?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yes, there is. You have seen that X before, possibly on Casper's armor.
Also, isn't it all over Clem's metal arm?
I think so. Yes.
And
Yeah.
on multiple
It's all
daggers
over,
that
but
she
it's like
owns.
on their-
Yes.
on all the Herald of Dawn stuff, on some of Byron's daggers.
Return them
I
back and just
mean,
say, Clem, do these belong to you? They have your.
never seen them before in my life. This is
Wait.
not my workmanship.
Isn't that your symbol?
It looks identical to your symbol.
I don't have a symbol.
She would like kind of hold the cup up against your arm, and be like, "No, you definitely do." It's kind of.
We kind of established that. Byron pulls out his rapier and points to it. It's like almost everyone here has established that you have. I mean,
I mean, it's not intentional. It's just
you're unaware
shows
that
up
you're
when I'm
putting X's
working.
on things.
I don't know what else you want me to say. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start pushing this cart along, headed to the Bronze Mall. So Byron gets behind the cart and starts pushing it forward.
And
Halo,
magically,
Hurry up.
everything changes back to normal. And you guys end up back in Dawn vs. Old.
Told
I
y'all we were
offer
going the
one
right
of
way.
Sets of dice to Byron, if he wants it.
The dice. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just in case you want to start that practice back up sometime.
Clem is gonna whisper to Nyx and be like, I hear pseudo dragons, from my limited knowledge, have big sweet tooths. Do you want to make donut like you more?
Asper.
She already does, though.
I kind of wonder how rare of a commodity chocolate is. How much
That's
gold do
true.
you think a bunch of chocolate gold coins go for?
They're worth at least one gold coin.
37
it's-
gold. That's more than we got out of that fucking zombie hunt.
You would
Stupid.
imagine that each one of these is worth 10 silver. Let's make it 40. So it's equivalent of 4.
400 silver.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's only what 4.
Yes.
Mhm.
Please,
Or-
let's
or-
min-max chocolate.
Excellent.
Yes, let's. This is the game information that I'm here for.
While Byron is like getting, I assume, kind of passive aggressively getting to push the cart,
Mhm.
Asper's gonna like watch him do that, and then after 2 seconds, like give a few tips on his form to be like, no, you have to hold it, push it like this to get the maximum.
We need Byron's reaction, please. I'm torn between wanting him to be offended about the mansplaining and wanting him to be super into it.
I mean, I was watching how you were doing it very intently.
Okay, well, if you start to, if you feel yourself pull a muscle, let me know. I work those out.
Oh, your
Clem
form
is gonna
right
just
there. You gotta
Wait.
here. Let me show you.
Clem
Just
is
come.
gonna nudge Nyx and look over and be like, maybe you should stand behind him and position his arms in the right place for pushing.
Well, you nudged me, so
I nudged-
certainly.
No. I nudged
I'll
Clem
go
and nudged.
first.
Yep.
No, she nudged Nyx and they're like, watch this. That kind of nudge.
Nyx
Oh,
is
okay.
now behind.
No.
behind
Behind
Byron.
It's a full potion train.
touching anyone.
I thought
She's
this
just
was very
mimicking
clear.
miming the action.
I
of,
thought this was
Okay,
very clear.
I think you want your hands more in this position. Oh,
No. This was
You
very
got it.
clear. She nudged in and we're having a gal pal moment, watching these two
Well-
shipping it up.
It depends how big your body is, right? Because if your muscles are too large, then they get in the way. You have to push a certain. But if you're smaller, you can get away with. Depends where your center of gravity is.
This is the
Anyway.
content I'm here for.
Okay, so you
Okay.
guys end up back in Dawn vs. Hold. What do you want to do?
Well, we're headed to the Bronze Mall.
Bronze Mall.
The same thing we've been doing the past hour and a half, Chief.
Headed to the Bronze Mall. Okay.
Mall.
You head back to the Bronze Mall, and I guess I could put you on the map, but let's see here.
That's fine.
You end up at the Bronze Mall, and you are miraculously greeted by Uli, and he's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And how he talks.
Well, Hi, Uli. So we brought an individual back with us. Found out a few things. Kind of completed the goal that we were sent there for. Wait, was it Uli that sent us, or was it somebody else?
Yes.
Okay.
Uli
It
sent
was
you.
Uli,
All right.
and he promised us a reward upon returning with information.
Yeah, I would kind of make sure that Casper's there because he kind of gave that quest to Casper. So I'd make sure that, like, I'm kind of like keeping Casper up in front and center. And just so you know, this, we did some investigation for you, and then I just kind of like bump Casper forward to turn in the quest, so to speak.
Oh, yes. We went to the
Hi, Bosk.
High Bosk. I knew it started with high. The High Bosk House. It was taken over by some kind of bandits. We have one here on a cart.
Bandits, you say?
Yes, we took one prisoner. They were, they had control of the house. They had some townsfolk prisoner. They seem to be.
Sorry.
What does the owl have to say? I don't understand what's happening. Sir?
No, sorry.
Oh.
I don't know. He just found out he was flammable or something. I
He's
don't know.
very concerned
He's
about
gone
being
through a lot.
flammable. He's got a lot going on right now.
I mean, I can't blame him. It's kind of scary.
Let's see if
There
they're
were
targeting
some
addicts.
townsfolk that were taken prisoner. They had a lot of drugs.
Drugs!
Specifically Varas blood.
Yes.
And he starts like muttering to himself and walking back and forth as you guys are talking through this. And he's like,
We have.
Casper seems a bit nervous when he's talking about this stuff, especially when talking about the blood, and then subsequently, there were quite a few. I mean, at least 5, maybe 6 or 7 zombies that they had kept in a secret area as well. So, and they seemed a bit more sentient than the other ones.
I knew that you would be able to do this. This is why I'd give this to a man of your stature.
So-
And
Something else that we
He's-
came across is that this has once again been run by the Prowler organization. This is a building that they own. Now, granted, I think we will find that none of the people that were found working there or in the building at that point in time probably belong to Prowler. There's going to be a mode of separation between this company, but once again, we're around undead. Prowler's name is there. It's kind of just like back in the sewers when we ran into their little flying drone that we managed to acquire, that they seem very insistent on getting back. I really just think that this should be brought of note. And something else that they mentioned is that he's part of a brotherhood, some reborn knight order or something like that.
Order of the Reborn Knight. Have you heard of them?
he starts rubbing his chin and he goes, I guess I should roll for this, huh?
Well, that's a weird thing to say.
That's a 7.
Can I assist him?
No.
Let's jog that memory with a knowledge that I don't have.
I
Bonk.
rolled a 7. He does not know of them. He's rubbing his chin and he goes, I've never heard of them, but we'll see if we can't get some more information out of him. And he looks at you guys and he says, "Oh, I owe you guys a reward." And he walks over to a table and he throws you all 100 gold each.
Excellent. Give me the gold.
Okay.
No.
Now,
Alright.
there are a few things that kind of been able to piece together. First, the house with the flayed woman also had Vrass blood. She also turned into a zombie. This place has Vrass blood with zombies. A few of the townsfolk said that Prowler owned the High Bosk House. Before...
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to be upset because you guys said Prowler. Ah, Prowler. I knew those bastards. I knew those bastards were up to something. I hate those guys. Yeah, walking around all smug.
Okay. But also, they owned it before... They built it before the bandits took over, so... I don't know. Oh, also...
Didn't they imply that some...
Out of character. Didn't the bandits, when we first talked to them, imply that, like, police had come knocking on the door before? And
Maybe?
did not talk to them? I feel like they did that. But I don't know.
Maybe.
Because they were like, oh, it's the police
Bandits.
again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did say that. Yes, that happened.
Okay.
Ooh, knowing that Prowler seems
I'm not even gonna say anything.
involved in this.
So yeah, but the Order of the Reborn Knight, it seems like it's a bigger thing than just this. So, they talked about a dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah. If this one, he points at the one on the cart, talks and gives us more information, a dragon will come and eat him. He says. Zombies
and a dragon.
It should be clarified, not this dragon.
He's like, oh, look at how adorable it is. Do you mind?
Oh, of course. Go ahead.
Pets his little cheek. He's like, I love pseudo dragons.
Chirp happily.
Meanwhile, the dog is off in a corner, completely.
Peeing.
Completely
You turn around and Lilo is just peeing in the corner.
Back on the bridge. You
No,
think
no.
You with us?
I can juggle two animals, okay? Listen, I'm gonna make a saddle for Lilo, and Donut the Destroyer will ride on top of her.
Oh my god, I could totally ride on Lilo.
We just need
Sure.
one
Yes.
wild magic surge, and Lilo's no longer a problem.
Everyone's gone.
Okay, I want to ask Uli, what the fuck is the deal with Prowler? Because if we know that Prowler is tied to all of the disappearances that we've seen, does he have anybody in the Bronze Mall who's watching the group, trying to stake them out?
What else are they involved in that he knows of?
Yeah, we fucking know that they're involved. So, like, what is the Bronze Mall doing about it?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need a drink.
They
before I say
were-
this.
Nicer way.
They were watching us in the zombie hunt festival, and now they were responsible for this place. I mean, 2 for 2.
I have been trying to pin things on Prowler for years. I can never get it to stick. They separate themselves. There was this place in the Factorium section that what was it called? It was Tesseract, I think. We thought that's where the original zombie outbreak happened, and we were never able to put anything on them. I would love to. I mean, have you seen how smug that fucking half Triton guy is? Wait, he isn't cursed. That half Triton guy is.
Nick's would nod along, kind of like, oh, that fucking guy. And his grab bags were terrible.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen those shirts?
Disgusting.
Sub quality cotton is terrible.
So if you've been trying to pin things against Prowler for years now, what about the other factions? Have they done anything to help?
At first, I had the Crimson Writ and the Enchanter's Court on my side, but the longer things go, the less they want to believe. I think that it's easier to just think that they aren't who they actually are.
maybe we could help with those factions? Do you know where we could maybe follow up with them more? Like a base of operations that we could approach on open ground that would allow us to engage with them, similar to how we were able to speak to their heads at the house meeting.
Well, oh gosh, they have. Clem is gonna like whisper into Byron's ear so that he doesn't overhear, and to just say like, "Don't forget, we've already been invited to see the Crimson Writ." And presumably, would we know where they're located, where their like base of operations is already, since they've invited us there? And
Oh, for sure, you would know
Yeah.
Okay.
where. I mean, these are all staples in the city, right?
Okay.
It'd be like going to, I don't know, St.
The
Louis,
mall.
not the Arch. You know,
Yeah.
the St. Louis Arch is going to be there. Like,
Mhm.
these are big time things in the city.
Yeah, so we've already got an invitation there, and I think we were checking something out for the Enchanter's Court at the Element Meadery as well. So I'm sure once we do that, we'll be able to get in there to give them information and ask our own questions.
Byron kind of leans back and says, "You don't understand the idea of working two sources for the same amount of money, right? Like, you know, one of us pays us to go do something and the other one pays us to do the exact same thing. You know, I'm flushing up our pockets."
Guys, I'm right here.
Yes, I'm aware. It's
Uli.
okay. Uli,
not
thank
gonna
you for
miss
your
it.
time.
Uli, before we continue, I just have to know, with us assisting you, and by extension assisting the Bronze Mall, if this has been a failed project for years, is this still being backed by the rest of the Bronze Mall? I worry that she kind of looks between the rest of the group, kind of seeing if they're like on the same train of thought as her. I'm worried that we're getting ourselves into something that may be going against all of the factions if this isn't sanctioned by at least one.
He looks at you, and you can see he's a little deflated, and he walks over and pulls out a chair and sits down, puts his elbows on his knees, and he says, "Look, we are the main police force in the city, and because of that, we are going to investigate where there are wrongs. The other factions may not fully support this, but we're not going to let evil just be evil."
Fair enough. Is there anything more that you need out of us in this area?
Not at this time.
Uli, I have a question.
Yes.
You
With I can't. Could you get closer to the camera? I can't see you.
Yes, of course. As I kind of scoot up a little bit, and I get right in his face as I fly.
Okay.
You mentioned that you can't get anything to stick to Prowler. What other cases are not solved?
And I mean, he talks about a half dozen other cases that he's tried to get to stick, but he can't. Like, he has closed the case, but Prowler has separated themselves from where it's at. There was a situation where there was a jackal that was stealing children, and there was the milk thief of 473. That one was a
And
bad
just
one.
Curious, how many of these unresolved cases were just Byron?
2.
Okay.
The milk thief and the jackal. Got it.
No. It was it was the married groper. It ended up that
Oh my.
everything that happened was completely consensual. But because they were married, things got a little squirrely.
Oh, okay.
I plead
well,
the fifth.
Yeah. Good choice. All right, well, we handed him in. Uli, I trust that you're gonna do a good job with the prisoner here. He sucks, but at least he's tied up.
You turn around, the prisoner's already gone. Has been not like runaway gone. As I said that, I realized it sounded like he was running away.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Fireballed so
been,
hard.
he had been carted away in manacles and rope, just yelling yelling nectarines, like nectarine, nectarine, as he gets dragged out of the room, and they slam the door.
Oh, my manacles.
I mean, he should know by this point.
Your
that
manacles fall at your feet.
the safe word's only good in the bedroom.
Be careful. He might try to take the easy way out.
Oh, and if he does, just stab him in the brain a whole bunch. We noticed that they really stop functioning after that, and if he is really reborn, you know.
Oh, and then fire stops him after that.
Oh, I'm sorry. By easy way, did you not mean that he was going to try and commit suicide?
That is what I meant.
Okay.
Why would stabbing him in the brain solve that?
He literally said that he would be like reborn. Like that means he's going to come back to life. Like
We don't know if he's taken any for us. That might be something.
No, that's a
keep
good
an eye
point.
out for.
Better. That's a good point.
No.
I thought he was talking about reincarnation, but turning into a zombie is par for the course. So
yeah, that's my thought. Just
that
stab
makes
him in the
sense.
brains.
No, I agree. Yep, stab him in the brain.
Okay. Where to next?
I don't know,
So
you tell me.
we have Crimson Writ, Element Meadery, Enchanter's Court, and then whatever Casper's got.
Well, Element Readery has to become before Enchanter's Court because that's where they want us to investigate. So I would say either Element Readery or
Let's do the
Crimson
element
Writ.
meadery. That's where Sora wants
But
to
if
go.
we-
Sore
if
would
we
push
go-
for elementary.
Actually, Clem would push for Element Meadery too, even though Emily wants to go get that Crimson Writ badge real bad.
Yeah, I'm down for a badge hunt, but
But
it'll come. It'll come
mean,
with time.
Element
Clem has that
Meadery is
package to deliver at Element Meadery, so
the
Probably
Element
a bunch of
Meadery is
Squirrel Scouts.
also a badge too. So they're another group that we can represent.
Yeah. What kind
Are
of
you
gym leaders do
enjoying
they have?
how we're turning your homebrew campaign into Pokemon, Justin? Are you enjoying this?
I
'Cause
am.
I am loving it.
A small orange character runs across the screen with his tail on fire.
Fireball.
Fireball's back. All right, so you guys are headed to the Element Meadery?
Yes.
Oh,
The meadery or the meatery?
So
Mead,
Sora-
Meadery.
Yeah.
Sora, it sounds like you went to the wrong place last time.
Well, you see what happened was, I did go to the meatery, and then they sent me to the meatery, and as I walked into the meatery, when I was taking my first steps in, I kind of fell, and that's when I saw y'all. So
What?
it was a useless journey.
Okay. Take your word for it.
You know when your player misses the session, you just gotta kind of shoehorn some shit.
Yeah, so what happened was Sor went to go walk into the Element Meadery, and he fell through a portal to where you guys were at. It's almost as if like I was trying to get him to where you were. All right, Nyx, can you use your character? Oh, you're in the sky. Hold on, let me see if I can click
I
your phone.
can.
There we go. Woo! All right.
I'm
So-
my character?
If only I had
Oh,
my
there we are.
character.
Now I'm
Sword.
really a spooky ghost.
Oh no, I fell through another portal.
Oh no! Hold on. I'll just drop you on the other side, Sor.
No, it's fine. You see
Love
Athena and
this
you're like, oh
place.
look,
There you
Sora's
go.
there.
There you go. I dropped you on the other side. So you guys come up to a it's a small like a smaller building, 1 story. It has all kinds of neon signs on the outside. You see it says Element Meadery, and on right outside the door it says Wasp Dash, and you see a whole bunch of giant wasps parked like motorcycles on the outside of the building. As you walk inside, this is this is a hipster's paradise. There are lots of very thin, like skinny jeans, big beards, long leather aprons. It smells of oak and mostly just oak and bacon.
So Byron
Sounds awesome.
actually isn't going to come inside yet. He
Okay.
will take a moment to ritual cast detect magic to try to investigate for whatever portal the character Talon may have entered through and tried to investigate for that type of magic.
Yep.
Okay. You go ahead and are you just a roll for that?
For what? Investigation, perception, arcana, what am I doing?
Oh, sorry. Give me an arcana check.
12.
All right. With a 12, you realize that it was just a game mechanic to get Soar to you at the High Bosk House.
No.
Really?
We were sent by the Enchanter's Court to investigate Talon, not Soar.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. With your role, it's been too long. You wouldn't know that.
Mm.
Wouldn't know what? That it's been too long, or
Like where the
No,
portal
you wouldn't know
opened
what
or
the
magic
yeah.
was.
oh no,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look around for whatever I can find with my detect magic on as I'm looking around trying to complete whatever quest they sent us here for. We were sent
No.
here to investigate magic, so I'm detecting magic to see if I can find anything.
Oh, okay. You do not find any magic in this alleyway.
Okay, I'll circle the building once and then go inside.
Okay. So you don't find anything in the alleyway. As you guys walk into the building, if you are walking into the building, it's a bustling place. Most people are dressed like bikers, but they are wearing biker jackets that have they have like almost like a Viking style logo on the back, and it says Horned Riders. Right near the bar, you see a very hardy dwarf.
Sword is gonna walk in, and as soon as he walks in, he's just gonna immediately start looking for an alpha. Obviously, he's looking for his brother, so he's just He's actually going to fly to the very top, like a top beam ice, and then kind of get like an overall general view to where he can see everyone, and then start looking, like super fast, like seeing if he can find his brother somewhere.
Okay, you do not see any Alfolk here. There's a Minotaur that you guys saw previously when you were over trying to get into the sewers. That was at Blip Blop's Noodle Emporium.
Yep.
There are some tieflings, some humans, a couple of dwarves, and there's just one or two elves.
I'm saying we start asking around to see if anybody has spotted Talon.
Yeah, that's agreed.
I say we just kind of like spread out and just everybody talk to a couple of different folks.
Clem is going to head to the bar to order a drink.
Okay. When you head to the bar, there is a hardy man, and he walks up to you, and he is he's one of the guys wearing the big long leather apron. He's got a gigantic bushy beard, absolutely no eyebrows, and he's bald. And he goes, "Ho ho! Welcome to the Element Meadery. What can I get for you?" And I actually have a drink menu, which I will grab here for a second.
Put the menu in tavern chat for anyone watching who wants to look at it.
I will as soon as I can find the stupid thing. So he's talking to you about these drinks, and he says, "What can I get for you?" And pretend that I gave you the list already.
I'll take a spice and comb, please, with some Druid's Dream.
Okay, and he does that. I cannot find for this the life of me.
For those who are not looking at the menu, that's mulled mead with delicious stuff and honeycomb, and Druid's Dream is hummus with honey and figs and stuff on top. Ugh,
Sounds so good.
it's making me hungry, honestly.
All right.
Hummus and honey. Fuck yeah, dude.
If it was ricotta, oh.
All right, so he goes and gets you that stuff. And he comes back and he's like, here you go. That'll be whatever that was, the total.
I'm gonna pretend it's 1 gold because I don't have any silver pieces in my inventory.
It's 1 gold. Exactly 1 gold.
Great.
Perfect.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you very much. You wouldn't have happened to see an owl folk around here at all.
As you say that, a dwarf that's sitting beside you perks up. And he is he's a hardy dwarf. He's got black hair, and he goes, Did you say an owl folk?
I did. Have you seen one around? Not including one currently here, of course.
I have, and he holds out his hand and he goes, Name's Ryrik. He shakes your hand. He goes, we had shit, my notes. It was a couple weeks ago now. There was a portal outside, and from it came this. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of adorable. It was this little owl, and he had a suit of armor, a little sword. But he hit the ground and he ran off towards the factorium area. And he points in the direction. It would be south from where you're at now. Go ahead.
Does Clem know what the factorium is? Or
Yep,
what
this would be the general area where most of heavy industry is. It's all the factory, all the polluting stuff.
Did he seem like he knew where he was going, or just lost?
He seemed scared. He landed, and all I can explain it is a Terminator-esque pose as he arrived from the portal, and I tried to call out to him, but he ran away. He was very fast.
He ran away, not flew. Oh, sorry, I'm not part of this conversation.
Thank you for the information. Can I buy you a drink?
I won't say no.
Okay, she'll buy him something that he wants, just as like a thanks for sharing.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
You're oohing an awful lot.
I'm doing it, Justin, not at Ryrik.
Okay.
Well, from Emily's knowledge, if this is the Ryrik I'm thinking of, he's a rogue, correct?
I mean, from Emily's knowledge, yes, this is someone that you know.
From that knowledge, would Clem recognize him as being part of the Crimson Writ, is what I'm getting at.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
That was where I was going with this, but I was trying to explain it further. Yeah. Now a 12.
You are not sure.
Okay.
You don't see like his medallion or anything like that.
And she's gonna like lower her voice, speak more quietly. You wouldn't happen to be associated with the Crimson Writ, would you?
He looks over his shoulder to make sure that no one's looking directly at him, and he says, "We don't use that name here. the Horned Riders are no longer associated with them.
May I ask why?
He looks deflated, almost the same way that Uli looked after you talked to him, and he says, "It's a long story. It starts with the death of pretty much everyone in my gang, and ends with me starting a very ambitious meal delivery service called Wasp Dash." And he holds up a bag and he says, "You order and we deliver."
I think I've heard of Wasp Dash before. Well, thank you very much. And then she's gonna head back. Is everyone else split up right now?
Byron comes
Sure.
into the bar about this point in time.
I guess she'll head over to Sword to just let him know what she heard about his brother.
Yeah.
And if she has to go over to someone.
Sor-
Waiting for service.
Sora would just be at a random table asking anybody about an owl folk.
Yeah, and she'll start telling him what she heard.
Okay.
Put everyone through me explaining it. Oh,
But just to give you a little bit more information there, so you might not want to leave yet. When he
I
talks
take it back. I take everything back. I'm still here.
Sure. When you talk to him about how he lost most of his gang,
Mhm.
he lets you know that they were turned into zombies during the first zombie attack.
I take it back. I'm ready to keep asking questions. So he tells me about the zombies. Do you have any idea how this happened? Who might have done this?
He looks at you and he goes, "I don't know for sure, but I believe it was that mess of a drug that we got tied up with, Varas blood."
Well, you didn't take any.
I was out that week. No, I did not. I know that I watched my friends turn into monsters as this addiction took them.
I'm sorry
It
to
was-
hear that.
Yeah.
But what else do I ask? Clem is a terrible detective. Someone come over and see that she's talking to this person for such a long time. Anyone?
Though this is
Ah.
not metagaming, we're all sitting over at a table waiting for service, so
And a halfling walks up and she goes, "G'day, sir. What can I get for you?"
Byron will look at Casper.
Casper's at the bar,
Oh.
not at the table.
Well, Clem is going to go. If you don't mind, I'm here with. I don't know if we are friends yet per se, but a group of other people who are interested in this topic. Would you mind telling them what you've just told me? They can be trusted.
What a great way to get out of a conversation.
He walks with you over to the table and starts to recount that. And as he does that, the bartender walks up to Casper and he goes, "Huh, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. I don't know how I missed a strong lad such as yourself."
Well, I am quite large. Tell me, what is your strongest drink?
It would be the bee's knees. It's 18%. It is mixed with coffee. We use organic beans grown on the coast of Uman with our mead.
18%. Can you give me a double of that minus the coffee?
No,
Okay.
that's how it's made.
This is a fancy place.
Give me that, but two of them in the same mug, please.
He looks at you and he goes, I know what you want. And he reaches up and grabs a glass and pours something from a tap that has a snake on it. This is Viper's meat, so it is their brew called Uppity Bitch that has been dosed with Viper's brand whiskey.
Okay.
So he gives you that.
Uppity bitch, because that's also exactly how my fucking cat is acting right now.
I sniff. I take the mug and like sniff it, take it in. Like the chemist way, where you waft it towards your nose. Can I tell how strong it is?
It's 14%.
So it's actually less than what he asked for. He was trying to cheat him.
He was talking shit about the bee's knees.
So he actually gives him a weaker alcohol and upcharges him for it.
What a great bartender.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
On that.
Hold on, he's gonna do
Doesn't matter at all.
he's gonna do a deception. That's an 8.
12.
Ah, you know that he downplayed you. He downsold you. This dice is going away. Dice Joe.
Okay. Casper's just gonna tilt his head back and open his throat and down it in one go.
Okay.
And then he's going to say something stronger.
He goes, okay, and he gives you bee's knees.
Damn it. Fuck. He'll pay for both of those.
Okay.
God damn it.
And I need a constitution check, and we cut back to the group who has just had their story finished.
Wait, Factorium? That's just south. Why was he running? Was he not flying? What happened? Was he okay?
I don't know. There was a big purple hole in the sky. He fell, he did a crouch, and then he ran away, sword in hand.
Wait,
Okay, yes, but tell him about the zombie stuff.
Wait, hold on. This is a very important question. Did he have his shield with him?
Says, I don't remember a shield.
Ugh. Okay.
Is there any more about the magic that you can tell us about him coming into here?
It electrified the air. It all your hairs stood up on end, and it had a smell of fire.
Interesting.
And then there was a loud crack, and the sky tore open.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. But he also goes into the zombies, and he's getting sad, and he talks about how Zelina and Uris and Ross and Rend and Vera and Froxen and Leaf all became zombies. For those of you who are listening, someday maybe we'll release where we practiced playing this and tells the story of those people.
Wait, you didn't. There's one name you didn't say.
Sikorsky.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Ah, I caught on to that. Nice. Anyway,
We don't know
Can
this
I
meta
interrupt
information.
the question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remind me if that package that Clem had was supposed to be delivered, or if some rando was gonna show up and be like, "Hey, I'm the guy you're supposed to give the package to."
As you say that, you look over, and there is the shadiest looking character you've ever seen in your life. He's got on 2 trench coats and 4 pairs of sunglasses.
looks like a duster to me.
Clem's just gonna walk away from the group with him and try and just discreetly pass it off.
Okay. And as you walk up to him, he's looking at you confused, and there is a halfling standing next to him. And he's like, hey baby, you're supposed to give that to me.
And she's gonna hold it back and say, "Only if you promise to never call me baby again."
Okay, hun.
With a
Takes it.
with a passive
What?
perception of 16, do I like notice this at all?
Oh yeah, you 100. I don't. I mean, she didn't
Wait,
say
can
she
I
was.
roll against that? I said I was trying to do it discreetly.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, give me a stealth roll.
19.
I really need Byron to roll higher.
Pretty good.
Oh, do I get to
Passive-
get to actively roll?
if you're trying to look, but you did say passively, and she rolled a 19 because she's doing stealth.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I noticed it offhand. So I'm
No,
gonna
so,
assume no.
Yeah, your drinks had just arrived at the table when Clem slipped away to do her handoff.
Clem is a shady bitch, you guys.
So
She's good,
do
I
you
swear.
you give it to the
Yeah.
and he's like,
Very reluctantly.
thanks, Toots. And he turns around and walks away, and he says, Zergaz won't forget.
Is that?
She rolls her eyes and goes back to the group.
I love that this guy has like an entire motto themed around him: Zergaz for life, Zergaz won't forget. Like,
You know what the best part is? I didn't even come up with any of that. That is all Justin.
oh no, we're aware.
Oh, you couldn't? You could tell then.
Oh, that is Justin's brand theming. That is.
Yeah.
So Byron will kind of look around and say, okay, so then shall we head south towards Factorum and continue investigating? I don't feel like we have very much information to bring back to the Enchanter's Court.
If Rerek is still there, he's still there, right?
Mhm.
Before we go, could you show us specifically where the portal appeared? We were
Sure.
just kind of wandering around aimlessly before.
Yep. He takes you outside, and he says, it was about here, and he just kind of generally points to an area. It would have been to the left of the door if you're walking out, about 10 paces away.
Okay,
But
I assume
doesn't-
that the detect magic didn't see anything, so
Yeah, you would have walked past this area.
But we don't see like any symbols or scorch marks or.
Mm-mm.
Would, since Soar is familiar with, and I don't know if this would fall under detect magic.
Mhm.
Since Soar is familiar with the sort of feeling and the, I guess, I don't know, the magic that actually teleported him, would he be able to sense anything?
I mean, you can try to roll an Arcana check, but it's gonna have to be stupid high.
What about a 20? Not natural.
No. I mean, it's been so long, that, I mean, any kind of magic that wasn't something that was supposed to be long lasting, I mean, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't find traces of it.
Okay.
So you're not surprised that you don't see anything about it.
Okay. Makes sense.
okay. Head towards
The
the.
Enchantress. And just to kind of jog my memory, did the Enchantress Court look for anything specific, or did they just kind of want us to like check out the portal?
So
very
I
generally speaking.
What were you gonna say, Byron?
nothing. Go.
Oh, so they wanted you to check it out to bring back more information. It was kind of left open-ended, unless I'm forgetting something that I said.
No, that
but-
that was to Byron after he asked. So I think Byron's thought is that the more info they have and can gather up from the get-go, the better chance of securing some type of like place. What you thinking, Nick?
Sure.
I say we just let's head south. Let's head into the Factorium, and I'm assuming that Byron and Clem at least have some kind of knowledge of the Factorium ahead of time, since they're.
So I
basically
knew
seen-
I know somebody in I know a CD contact in like the slums and the market and trade districts. Are either those around the Factorum, or is that something different?
So the slums would be outside of the Factorum. I mean, this is the shittiest place in all of Donver's Hold, only because of the fact that it's not a good place to breathe, right? Like, this is the center of industry. There's all kinds of smoke and pollutants and stuff. I would imagine that you could shake up a contact in that area.
So Byron kind of pulls back the group and looks at you guys like, all right, so here's the deal. I know of a red-skinned hobgoblin out in the slums district. His name's Erdberg Rind. He kind of a shady dude. I did some work for him. Real smooth talker. But deal is that he runs jobs, and there's a chance that he might know something, seen something. We could potentially talk to him. I know kind of where he hangs out. It's in that area. There's a chance. Thoughts?
I like it because he might have run into Talon. He might have heard something.
He's already run into Talon. If he has a network out there already, it's better than us just going and looking for an owl folk with nothing to go off of.
Okay. Casper, are you going to have an issue with this? I mean, I don't want to...
No, I agree. I think that, I mean, owl folks aren't super common, so, but this might be our best bet for sure.
You're going to be around some shady characters. You're going to probably, I don't know, you got a kind of a nice guy vibe going on. And I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying, like...
Really?
If you're...
Nice guy vibe.
I mean, saying, like,
if I see someone actively murdering someone else, I will intervene.
There's a chance.
Otherwise.
This is not a nice area we're going to.
Blindfold you, taking you in here.
Yeah, just
I don't apologize for that either.
okay. Just be aware, because if we turn down an alley and you see some shit, yeah.
Again, I'm not the police. I don't really care if you're breaking the law or if someone's breaking the law, but I can't stand by and watch someone die.
How clean cut is Casper? Like, is he all like fancy armor and shiny?
You made my armor.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Yeah, but do you keep it fancy? Do you polish it?
Yeah.
Yes, I respect my armor.
Okay, there you go.
Clem's gonna look at me and be like, we might need to rough this stuff up a bit before we head over. I'll clean it up on the house after. Just gonna look at Byron to see if he agrees.
He just waves his hand, and it looks like his armor becomes dingy and soot covered and kind of like, you know, mold growing on it in certain corners and areas. And he's just instantly, as he snaps his fingers, and he's like, done, taken care of.
And you can see Clem wince at seeing her beautifully made armor become all dank. She'll just pat Casper on the back, be like, I know it's hard, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
I don't get it. Do people just like looking dirty?
No, it's not that. It's just the shinier you are, the more attention you attract. It's like seeing a coin on the street. If somebody sees that, they're going to want to take it.
No matter how many times you say you're not a cop, that doesn't keep you from looking like one.
She's not wrong.
I look like a cop.
As you say that, a guy walks by. He's like, "Hey, you a cop?"
To Casper?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because
listening.
There's a cat in a tree over there.
Hey, wait, what?
There's a cat in the tree. I just thought maybe since you're a cop.
No, I'll get it. It's fine.
Oh, a cat!
Yeah, no. We're not the Birmingham musicians. We're not just going to peek up.
But there's a cat up in the tree.
Oh, no, that's fine.
How's it going to get down then?
Come on.
I mean, we do have...
Definitely a cop.
We have a small individual that can help carry the cat down. Sora, do you mind helping? You could just knock that out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, Sor, get the cat.
Wait, he gets a cat. He's not a cop, but I want to get the cat, and I'm a cop. But
Look,
As you
man.
say
Get the
that,
cat
another
and give
guy
it to
walks.
Casper.
As you say that, another guy walks up and he's like, "Hey, you look like a cop, and are you a cop?"
Wait, will they be saying this though? We already dinged him up a bunch.
It's just him, his everything.
Okay.
But
yes, you're
As-
under arrest.
as Sora flies up into the tree, the camera goes black, and that's where we're going to end it this week.
Next time,
Yep.
lessons for Casper on how to look
Yeah.
less
Less like a cop.
cop-like.
You just hear Sora getting scratched up in the background by a cat. But I want to thank everybody who joined tonight. We didn't really do much dice rolling, so K9, your stuff can roll over till next week. CJ, did you pick anybody for this week?
I did, and it made me laugh a lot whenever Casper was we were on the bridge and he was yelling, and Alligator came in with hashtag scare straight by Casper, and that was my favorite comment of the whole night.
Alligator, awesome. So next week, join us and we'll have some more dice rolling, and you can either give me some good luck, give me some bad luck, or bless the group. But we appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. If you want, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your best friend's cat to watch us on YouTube, or join us every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Or if you like it in podcast form, we release a new podcast every Monday following the stream.
That's
So,
actually linked underneath the screen right now.
Oh yeah, that too. It's all linked underneath. So I appreciate all of you. You're all the best. See you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
y'all.
everybody.